My name is Ernesto, and I've managed over $500 million in real estate. Today, we're gonna be going over a few major topics that's gonna be super fun for you guys. I'm gonna go over a few tips on how to remove risk when investing in real estate. Keep your ears open for that. These are 6 ways that I'm gonna go over on how to reduce your risk when it comes to purchasing a real estate investment property. Number 1, if you're an investor, you're gonna learn from this. But number 2, if you're working with investors, these are the type of things that you wanna be leveraging in your communication with an investor or any of your clients, or even within the team, so you have a better sense of how to help your clients win in the marketplace. The first one is encouraging them to diversify their portfolio. Now, what I mean by that is, obviously, real estate is real estate. It's a big umbrella. I'm not saying for them to go buy real estate and go buy stock. I'm saying specifically for them to diversify their real estate investment portfolio. Single family homes, great. Purchase one that's worth $150,000. Purchase one that's $250,000. Purchase one that rents for $3,500. Purchase one that rents out for $1,500. Purchase a duplex, purchase a small multifamily. Diversify your portfolio. A lot of times investors kind of get stuck in this scope where all they want to do is purchase properties. There is such thing, and this is why exiting is important, by the way. Let me just add that caveat. Understanding the exit of an investor is going to be extremely helpful. And when I say exit, I mean, how do they look to get out of their investment, or what is the outcome that they're after? If an investor, let's say, for example, they want to buy 10 properties by the time they're 50 and they want all properties paid off. That's one way to do real estate, right? That's your retirement plan. Now you may have an active investor who says, I want to purchase 30 single family homes, and during the turnover, I want to evaluate the property. Meaning, am I going to continue to hold this property, or am I going to liquidate this property? At some point, your value of your property is going to stop increasing. That's just the reality. Or the increases are not going to be beneficial for you to keep your money within that property. Let's say, for example, year over year, you have a 3% increase in your property. All of a sudden, year over year, you're like at 0.5%, 1%. It may not be worth it for you to hold that property anymore. So when we talk about diversifying portfolio, what you're saying is, I'm going to help you figure out which properties you should keep, which properties you should liquidate. So really understanding how your portfolio is operating. That's the first big one that I love talking about. Research market conditions. You need to understand how the market trends work. So I'll give you an example. The New Orleans area, their real estate doesn't have much equity. It doesn't really grow as much, but there's massive opportunity for cash flow in that state. If you purchase a rental property in that state, you're going to be cash flowing. It's going to be really, really nice. So you need to understand what you're getting into. DFW, it's not the strongest for cash flow. And I'm not saying this to discourage investors, but what we really are strong in, and listen, let me just say there are areas in DFW, calm down, that you're going to cash flow. And you got to know how to find those deals. But a lot of people that are purchasing real estate in DFW, they're doing it for the equity. The value continues to go up year after year. So your investor has to know, hey, when you're coming into this area, you're not going to make out like a bandit. Not everything is a grand slam. This is a slow and steady race. This is about strategy. This is about investment. This is the long game. This is not a fix and flip. So they need to be able to research and make sure they understand the market conditions. Also, what cities, right? I can't tell you how many times I've been on a call with somebody from Cali, from New York, where their questions is always about, hey, I want to get an investment property in Dallas. And I'm like, okay, when you say Dallas, like literally the city of Dallas, because Dallas is cool, but I'm trying to buy properties in Melissa, the Colony, Rowlett, Louisville, Carrollton. They have no idea. Keller. They're like, oh, is that a good area? I'm like, yes, it's a good area. Those are good opportunities. That's what you want to be hearing in those moments, because now you take the reign of being the educator, of being in that position to help them. You got to envision it like a dance. For those of you who know how to dance, the male is typically the one who's leading, right? They do little gestures to lead the dance. That's how I think about a sales call or discovery call. It's like, hey, I'm leading this dance. I'm going to get us to where we need to get to. You need to be feeling that out as you're having conversations with your investors. That was the second point. Research local market conditions. The next one is stay focused on the long term, which I already touched on that. Make sure that they understand that as they're investing, they may not see the value. There's a lot of risk. For those of us in property management, that first year, go check out our video, by the way, first year in investing in real estate. you lose a lot of money. Maybe you purchase a property that was underperforming, that needed a renovation. You go in there, you get everything taken care of, mostly on the cosmetic front, because you're not in there running the water for like an hour, checking all these different things. That's when the maintenance requests start coming in throughout that first year. Like right now, I still see all of the work orders come through for the company, and we just had a move in Flower Mound. A really nice house, 3,000 square feet, 2 floors, beautiful home. Anyway, and I'm just like, man, our clients are gonna be so frustrated because they're gonna see hot water faucet not working or squeaky shower or whatever. And it's like, we're doing an hour walkthrough of the property. There's no way we're going to catch all these different things. For an investor, they have to know coming in, like, oh my goodness, I'm closing on this property. I'm probably not going to make any money. But guys, real estate is not just a dollar for dollar thing. Real estate investing is multi-layered. It's like a diamond. There's different aspects of the diamond every time you turn it. So you can taxes, write-offs. Everybody loves the word depreciation in real estate. Ooh, depreciation. We need to understand that there's value in that. That just because you're out of pocket the first year of owning your rental property, it's okay. It's part of the plan. That's the thing that we need to continue to encourage them. The next point, number 4, focus on your foundation or focus on your fundamentals. Focus on the things that you cut out all the fat. Don't worry about everything else that's going on in the marketplace, right? Especially right now, it's political season. If you're focused on politics and you're an investor, you're gonna be discouraged, you're gonna be stressed out, you're gonna be anxious. As an investors, we're not really looking at like, how much is a mortgage right now? No, that's not what we're looking at. We're looking at how much should I invest in this property? What's the value? How much is the renovation? How much is material, right? We're thinking about the specifics that are going on, not just on the macro level where we're like, oh, the rates are a point down. Like, okay, great. But how much is the material right now? What's going on with material, right? What's going on with our rental rates? Are they going up? Are they going down? You need to continue to stay focused on those different things. When you're working with your clients, you need to be thinking about removing that facade for them. So they see exactly like, hey, here's what we're focusing on. This is what's the most important thing right now. We're not trying to chase hot market trends. Oh, everybody's doing barn build outs now. We're not building you a barn, Mr. Investor. That's not what we're doing. We're going to stick to the steak and the potato, all right? Number 5, we're gonna talk about financing and being conservative when it comes to financing. What I mean by that is working with the right people when it comes to choosing who you're gonna be financing with, okay? You wanna avoid over leveraging your real estate. What do I mean by that? Over leveraging. Number 1, you don't wanna put too much money into it. You don't wanna put too little money into it. So you need to be able to explain to someone like, hey, you want cash flow, you want equity, what are you after? Some banks are gonna require too much from you. And maybe that's not the situation that you want to be in. You have to have the right situation when it comes to financing. Especially, I mean, if you work with somebody and they're a VA, right? Some of you know this, you can purchase up to 10 properties under your personal name to get the best rate before you have to go start using commercial lending, which is a totally different beast. And then number 6, trust your professional advisors. Trust the people that are around you. Ask the questions that are important because the people who you're going to be working with are going to help you make those decisions. Your investors have to trust you. They have to know that they can rely on you. They have to know that you are skilled, that you are educated, and the only way to continue to do that is to continue to work and continue to be in this type of space and continuing to connect with the individuals who are doing it day in and day out. It doesn't even matter how long you've been doing it. I still sit down and talk with people who are doing more than I am, who are running faster than I am, who are more successful than I am, right? Because I rely on their resources as well. ChatGPT can't answer all of your questions, okay? I know you think so. I know it can type up fancy emails, but listen, experience is extremely important. You want your clients to walk away knowing that they can trust your professional advice. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe. If you want to learn more about property management and leasing, subscribe to our channel. Sign up for the newsletter. I hope it blesses you guys. I hope you learn, and feel free to reach out. See you on the next one.